This is Kazakhstan's Ulba metallurgical plant, where natural uranium is processed into fuel pellets for nuclear reactors. This is also home to one of the more impressive success stories so far in the effort to secure nuclear materials. Following the collapse of the Soviet Union, Kazakhstan was left with the world's fourth largest nuclear arsenal. With many of its people suffering severe health problems after decades of exposure to Soviet nuclear tests, Kazakhstan immediately disavowed the weapons. It returned them to Russia and joined the Non-Proliferation Treaty as a non-nuclear weapons state. Later, in 1994, a clandestine joint U.S.-Kazakhstan mission, codenamed Project Sapphire, removed the bulk of the country's remaining weapons-grade uranium from the Ulba plant. Overnight, more than half a ton of HEU was airlifted out of Kazakhstan and taken to Tennessee to be downblended into safe reactor fuel.
That was a very magnanimous, very important gesture in the realm of arms control, and we believe it had very significant impact on the world's view of the prospects for nonproliferation as well.
Kazakhstan continues to work with the U.S. National Nuclear Security Administration, the International Atomic Energy Agency, and other countries to secure and eventually eliminate all remaining materials. It serves as a model for the type of security relationship the U.S. administration hopes to foster around the globe. Radiation monitors are being installed at more than 30 border crossings in Kazakhstan. Materials are regularly registered with and verified by the IAEA. Soon, a research reactor at Kazakhstan's Nuclear Physics Institute near Almaty will no longer burn highly enriched uranium. Physicists are preparing to convert the reactor to use only low-enriched uranium, which can't be used in a bomb.
After we, let's say, qualify the new fuel for the reactor and convert our reactor to low-enriched fuel, we will downblend the remaining HEU at the Ulba metallurgical plant here in Kazakhstan, downblend it to low-enriched state, and then use this LEU for the new fuel. Kazakhstan is one of the leaders in the non-proliferation movement.
Kazakhstan, since the moment it became independent, has been making incredible efforts to make the world safer from the nuclear perspective.
Vladimir Shkolnik is Kazakhstan's former energy minister. He's now president of Kazatomprom, the state-run energy firm charged with mining the country's uranium deposits to meet increasing energy demands. Kazakhstan holds 1/5 of the world's uranium.
All that military potential accumulated over 40 years of Kazakhstan's work in the nuclear sphere is now directed at peaceful atomic energy industry.
Sustainable materials security is a top policy goal of the U.S. administration, which aims to secure all vulnerable nuclear materials worldwide within 4 years.
The 4-year goal is extremely ambitious. No one has ever tried to achieve the goal in 4 years. What I would say is that we've been trying to get a grip on this situation since the fall of the old Soviet Union, and that was about 17 years ago, and we still haven't completed the job yet in Russia or in the former Soviet state. To solve this problem, you're going to need cooperation.
But many say cooperation could be hard to come by unless the United States takes concrete action on key nuclear issues.
There's a division between the developing world and the developed world, and particularly between a developing world that sees nuclear issues as an economic opportunity, and a developed world, those that have nuclear weapons. So what the developing world wants from the countries that have nuclear weapons is for them to eliminate them.
The Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty bans all forms of nuclear testing, whether they're underground, above ground, in the atmosphere, or underwater. The very first thing that can be done by the United States is to show that it can ratify the CTBT. The second thing is that it is willing to negotiate a verifiable and internationally controlled fissile material treaty. And then the third thing is to make concrete and deliberate steps towards nuclear disarmament.